Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambeau channel, and here's a headline from the Daily Hodl. Ripple unveils push to bring XRP ledger to central banks. And this is a topic that's been in the news actually on and off for the last several months or so. And I got a little bit of new information on it that I'm going to be sharing with you in this particular Moon Lambeau hot jam. And also, I got a question that goes, look, there are so many new XRP holders out there, so many people brand spanking new to crypto, and if you're one of them, I'd like to know, you holding up out there okay? Are you doing okay? Are you able to manage the ridiculous volatility without losing your lunch every time the price sways with XRP and Bitcoin and the rest of the crypto market? Takes some getting used to. You know, I'm happy to admit that it does not affect me in the least anymore. I mentioned just in the video the other day, like my journey, jumping in when XRP was about 20 cents. I think I bought it at, I think it was 21 cents the first time I ever purchased it, November of 2017. Rode it all the way up to $4. Never sold any ever, like even to this point. Also rode it all the way up to $4. Back down, started buying it more once it crashed down to about 50 cents, and then kept buying as it crashed down to 40, and then 30, and then 20 cents, and then in March of 2020, after the pandemic and the whole freak out there when the whole crypto market tanked, XRP got down to like 11 cents, just kept holding it and purchasing more along the way. Made some bigger purchases towards the end of next year, and XRP ultimately rebounded and then had a rocket up to almost 80 cents, then back down to 17 cents after the SEC news, and then back up to about 35 cents. And as I record it now, XRP is sitting at 29.2 cents. So if you are freaking out over one of these, this most recent little slump here, well, welcome to the party. And it's just to be clear here, if that's something that you can't handle, you might want to rethink whether or not you should be in crypto, period. Now, I do want to be clear that I am not a financial advisor. I don't have a financial background of any kind, so I'm not offering financial advice. Do not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say, all right? I just think it's fun to talk about crypto-related topics, and I run this YouTube channel purely as a very fun hobby. That is all that it is, though. All right, so into this first piece now. Amid an ongoing lawsuit with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC for short, Ripple is pressing forward to bring the XRP ledger to central banks. The cross-border payments company is looking to hire 3 central bank technical partner managers, one for each of its offices in San Francisco, New York, and London. Whoever fills the new positions will be tasked with designing and deploying central bank digital currency projects. And so look, that's the direction everything is going to go. The first central bank digital currency in the entire world, I would have guessed it would have been China because they were the ones that were in the news. And then out of nowhere, and I think it was October, I think it was the end of October last year, out of nowhere, seemingly anyway, the Bahamas came out with the first ever central bank digital currency. And I'm like, the Bahamas, they were doing something? How about that? Well, good for them. But I think that you're going to see that pretty much every fiat currency on the planet is going to be on a blockchain. It's going to be a central bank digital currency. Now, of course, right now, today, the United States dollar, pick your fiat currency, they're already digital. So this is just a new, more efficient form of the digitization of that, right? And so that's, you can have a wallet, it takes out intermediaries. I don't think that banks are necessarily going to be as thrilled about that, because if you have your own wallet, depending on how things are set up, there's the whole question of FDIC, because there's, in the United States anyway, you get covered up to, I think it's $250,000 if something goes horrendously wrong. So there are questions there. But, that's the direction that we're going here, but it's still the same monetary policy here. And so there have been all sorts of people in the community speculating about this. What's this mean? Like, what is Ripple actually functionally doing here? And even Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse had talked about how they're working with central banks around the world. Didn't say which ones, but to help them look into and understand the XRP ledger, for the adoption, creation of a just another central bank digital currency for whatever country it may be, whatever the currency is. That doesn't mean that it would be built on the XRP ledger. Well, you can issue IOUs. There's a built-in decentralized exchange, so you can issue assets. You could issue a representation of the United States dollar on there. But I don't believe for a moment that certainly the United States would ever launch a USD coin on the XRP ledger, because they're going to want to have it custom for their needs, and they're going to make it so that obviously they can print endless amounts of that. But yeah, no, that's just like, that's a pipe dream. Like, that's not something that's going to happen. It wouldn't turn out well. And I've talked about that a bit on the channel before, but still there's something going on here. And I think it's mostly just that central banks around the world are wanting help with this, and the people at Ripple are a wealth of knowledge. And so anyway, Ripple notes that banks can issue stable coins on the XRP ledger. And so this is the part that is not hypey. This is real stuff here. David Schwartz, Ripple CTO, co-creator of the XRP ledger, has been talking about this, in fact. So take a look at this. Here's a quote. Built for payments, XRP ledger can also be used to support the issuance of stable coins with a unique fungible token functionality called issued currencies. Issued currencies is designed to be the ideal stablecoin platform, providing simple but rich management functionality for the issuer that makes it easy to create, issue, and manage any asset, including stablecoins. Now that seems like it's grounded more so in reality. Let's hop into this next piece now. This comes from Cointelegraph. Trader comforts the market's traumatized first-timers amid falling prices. And so that's the reason I wanted to share my story again at the beginning of this video, because look, you're not alone, but I'm trying to illustrate a point here, which is that this volatility, it's not going to go away anytime soon. It's decreasing. I do believe that you're going to see less volatility as time passes, but unfortunately when that happens, that means that most of the opportunity has already been seized. Because it's the volatility that makes it appealing for me anyway to be in this space. And so yeah, you don't like it when it goes down, but as long as we're trending upward, which has been the case for 12 years, it doesn't matter. Even if you get 90% corrections, it doesn't matter if you're a long-term individual and hold. Case in point here, even if you were the most unfortunate human on the planet and bought Bitcoin at the top price, its all-time high in December of 2017, you're way up today. I mean, what is Bitcoin? Almost 33,000 or something? Yeah, just shy of 33,000. So it just illustrates the point. Even if you're the most fortunate person, historically, if you've just had a long-term mindset, you've ended up okay. Every single market cycle, that's been the case. So if you're short-term and you make emotional decisions, you're gonna have a bad time. But anyway, into this piece. Known for its volatility, Bitcoin recently fell more than $11,000 over a 4-day period after weeks of soaring price action. Amid a fresh bull cycle, Bitcoin has likely picked up its fair share of new buyers, some of whom may not be familiar with the asset's wild price swings, according to comments from Cheds, a crypto trader and analyst on Twitter. Cheds holds a Level 1 CMT certification, a benchmark showing technical analysis knowledge. And here's a quote. Given the recent surge in popularity of Bitcoin, we have many new investors and traders who have not been through any shock events like the $8,500 daily range candle we just had. And so Bitcoin surpassed its 2017 all-time price high in December 2020. And in the following weeks, the asset doubled its former high near $20,000, tapping just shy of $42,000 on January 8th based on TradingView.com data. This is likely due in part to big players from traditional finance buying Bitcoin in the second half of 2020. Metrics from crypto data site The Tie suggest a recent flow of retail money may be a contributing factor as well. So finally, some retailers coming in, but the thrust of this recent run-up, it's really been institutionally driven here, which I think is just fantastic, because that's where the real big money is. But please be aware of this also. To the people that have been selling, it hasn't been the institutions. It's been the people that are emotionally attached to this and scared. And I understand why they get scared. You put your money in, it starts tanking. I get it, scary situation. But it's the retailers that are selling to the rich people that already have a lot of money that understand that that's just how humans behave. So they're panic selling, they're getting out, and institutions are just topping up, and then it's just going to run up again. Do you think that the all-time high of Bitcoin, which is, 42,000 here, ish, so that's it, we're never going to hit that ever again? Come on. They're going to plow through that, And so it's just the people that are short-term, I feel for them because I don't want them to go through that stuff, but they're going to. I'm just aware of it. I just acknowledge this is a thing, this is how humans behave. But, you know, that's why for me, I wouldn't be, if I wasn't capable of removing emotion from this and having a long-term mindset, I would have failed a very, very long time ago. And instead I've been here over 3 years now, and I am not leaving ever. I'm always going to be in the world of crypto no matter what happens here. There's just too much opportunity. And even if things die down in terms of the awesome volatility that I enjoy in the market, which and it will happen eventually, even if it takes a really long time, it still makes sense, in my opinion, to be diversified anyway. So I'm always going to hold cryptocurrency. So just if you're having a little trouble, just like relax, breathe, try and get a bigger picture view of what's going on here. You know, the sun will rise tomorrow. But that's it for this video. I am not a financial advisor. Do not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo.